Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us His truth. Salutations to the sincere Aquath and sincere Akim that may listen. My name is Brother Rakwai, back in here with another video. And today, I just want to discuss a personal story that I went through, and hopefully, this information, filtering it through the scriptures, this can be able to strengthen and edify, other brothers, right? And, a few sisters that may listen. So here's my personal story that happened to me not too long ago, earlier this year. I had a full-time job, and at the time I was working, making my money. And eventually they had put out a requirement saying that I had to take this, this needle, this Lady Vanessa vax, like the apostles say, as a requirement to keep my position at the workplace, right? So I ended up not taking it, and then I was put on leave of absence for about, let's just say about 2 months. And and during that time, I was still able to make money, through my side business and doing odd jobs here and there, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. So during that time, I wasn't, working. I didn't have a full time. And recently I had gone back, and when I went back, I had informed them saying that, hey, I'm ready to work. I'm up to date with my needles, and and I'm able to continue working, right? So, and Lord willing, I will still be able to go back to work and make some more money, right? So I brought out this story because during these times, you have to learn how to be very subtle, right? Like a snake, right? So let me just pull up the definition of subtle, because that's the one way we help to protect ourselves during these the wiles of the devil, right? Like it talks about in Ephesians 6. So I'm just gonna get the etymology for the word subtle, and then bring out a few scriptures, and then hopefully this can be an edifying lesson. So subtle, adjective: clever, dexterous, crafty, not dense, thin, rarefied, fine, delicate. So in essence, during a time like this, because we're not supposed to be carnal, especially when you're in the truth, you're not supposed to be carnal and pick up arms, right? So our weapon is the scriptures, and that's our weapon, that's our armor, that's our light, and that's how we learn how to be, crafty, with the system, right? So, and it all stems from, the wisdom, right? So the first scripture I just want to grab is Proverbs 4:7. Actually, you're going to start at 5. So this is Proverbs 4:5, and it reads, "Get wisdom, get understanding. Forget it not, neither decline from the words of my mouth." Verse 6. "Forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee." So, it would help take care of you in times like this, right? Love her, and she shall keep thee. So, kind of like how you show love to a woman, you show appreciation and you spend time with her, just like you spend time, going more and more into the scriptures, right? And then you learn things, and you learn how to deal with different situations and navigate through different situations, right? Verse 7, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding, right? So wisdom is the one thing we have to strive to get more of, because that helps us to be able to navigate, these uncertain times, right? As things get worse, just being able to have that mindset, and it's the one thing that's going to keep us stable throughout these times. It's going to be the light, through these scriptures, as I. So, so the next scripture I just want to grab is 1 Corinthians 10 and 4. For our weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High Yahweh to the pulling down of strongholds. And the reason why I wanted to bring up this scripture, because in situations where when you're encountered in different situations, right, you don't want to get carnal, right? You don't want to start a fight. Like, for example, like with myself, I don't want to go to the workplace and start up a fight and start arguing with with managers and different stakeholders, and that ruins my chances, right? So that's you trying to get carnal with the system. Things, for example, such as trying to get weapons to try and fight against the system, right? That's you being carnal, right? We can't, our battle is a spiritual battle. It's not a carnal fight, right? That's one of the reasons I wanted to bring out this scripture. Okay. Next, script I've got. Okay, I think I made a mistake with my third precept. Hang on, just give me 1 second. Actually, no, I didn't make a mistake. Salakia. Okay, so it's Matthew 10, verse 16. Behold, and this is Yahweh Shai speaking, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves, right? So these wolves are representative of our enemies, the people who are trying to take us down, as spoken of in Psalms 83. I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. So therefore, be wise as serpents, but harmless as doves, right? So we have to learn how to be crafty when the time is right, Depending on whatever situations you're encountered in, right? But not learning how to be carnal. So learning how to appear harmless, right? Because sometimes when you navigate through the system, and sometimes when people look at you a certain way, depending on how you look, like for me, I'm tall. I have a certain countenance to myself, so people don't look at me and they think that, I am very, very aggressive, right? Jake always seems to always look very, very like aggressive, right? So you're learning how to be harmless at the same time. You're learning how to be, subtle, like we read about in the etymology, right? So, okay. So this is Luke So Luke, so last scripture I've got is it's not here. Luke 21:15. Yahushua says, "For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not gainsay nor resist." Right? So the wisdom here is going back to knowledge and understanding of the scriptures and being able to apply it as well in different situations that you might be put into, right? So that's about it. There's plenty of other scriptures, especially like in Proverbs and Psalms, Ecclesiastes, and so on and so forth. Different other books that discuss having wisdom, and wisdom is the one thing that's precious, right? Because it can help you navigate different situations and be able to get out of different situations, right, that you're put into. So I'm just going to leave it there for today, and hopefully you brothers and few sisters were edified, and just like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us his truth. Until next time, Shalom.